In its 11-year history, the SHRA has worked tirelessly with its key stakeholders to help restructure the South African society to address structural, economic, social, and spatial dysfunctionalities. One of the entities that has helped the agency make significant inroads in the pursuit of its vision is the Social Housing Institutions, or SHIs. Social housing institutions are non-profit companies which develop, own, and manage affordable rental accommodation. They are made up of people that have a burning desire to make lasting change in the lives of South Africans. SHIs are really the bedrock of social housing ecosystem. While the SHRA sees them as delivery agents to the public, they are providers of affordable housing. The Social Housing Act of 2008 required that any institution wishing to carry out the business of social housing must apply for accreditation with the Social Housing Regulatory Authority. The Act also requires the SHRA to oversee each project before inception, during its construction, and beyond. This makes the relationship between the Social Housing Regulatory Authority and SHIs fundamental to addressing a pressing need for our people.
With the Act, in terms of if you're an accredited SHI, then you need to, there's certain conditions that's in terms of you being accredited, which would relate to your property management, your tenant management, the entity as a legal structure, your governance structure. So in terms of meeting those requirements as per the Act and regulations, we would then need to ensure that the SHIs are compliant.
SHIs must meet certain requirements and report on a regular basis. Therefore, they must register and be accredited. The SHRA has optimized its accreditation process for social housing institutions to guarantee speed and efficiency.
An institution wants to become accredited, they would have to firstly make contact with us and show us their intent, and then we have the required application packs, and that would really talk to all of the areas: the not-for-profit status, the governance, the company particulars, the financials, the management arrangements, and all of that is then listed, and we do need certain documents from them to make sure that all of those things are in place. It's about getting the institution accredited and then working with the institution on their first project through our project development and funding unit.
There are 4 rolling annual cycles to submit applications. The first takes place between the beginning and the end of May. The second cycle is between the 1st and 31st of August. The third is from November the 1st to November the 30th. And the 4th SHI accreditation application cycle takes place in February the following year. Although all applications are guaranteed a response in a timely manner, it is in the SHI's best interest to submit early and not wait for the closing date. To get started, send an email to regulation@shra.org.za to request an application pack. Read it carefully and put together all the necessary documents. Once you have completed the application, send it to the same email address, regulation@shra.org.za. If your application has large computer files, send an email to regulation@shra.org.za and request a Mimecast link. When you've received the link, click on it and follow these steps. Create a message. Click on the Mimecast tab. Click on the Attach Large Files icon. Click the files you want to attach. Click the Send button. If you need to make changes, click on the Amend Large File Send option as required. Once done, a notification pop-up dialog will appear to help you track progress. Once the 90-day accreditation process comes to an end, the applicant will receive communication from SHRA with one of the following possible outcomes. A. Conditional accreditation of SHIs with an existing project. SHIs that meet the critical regulatory standards will be granted conditional accreditation. B. Conditional accreditation of SHIs without a project. This will be limited to where an expression of interest is undertaken, where demand exists and where no SHIs are located, and where partnership arrangements with municipalities and other government entities can be facilitated to make land available for social housing. SHIs will not be conditionally accredited if no prospects of a project exist. This category therefore follows the pre-accreditation stage explained below, where support is provided both on accreditation and land availability. C. Institutions that meet all criteria or regulatory standards will be granted full accreditation. Full accreditation can be achieved when there are units under management. SHIs that meet the minimum requirement of expression of interest, EOI for short, will be granted a pre-accreditation status which gives them access to our pre-accreditation support program. E. Should an institution fail to meet the minimum qualifying criteria of the regulatory standards of accreditation, its bid to be accredited will be rejected. The application will be unsuccessful. Once accreditation is approved, the applicant will be officially recognized by SHRA and all its stakeholders as a social housing institution and will be granted a conditional accreditation certificate. To receive favorable results, SHIs are required to meet a set of qualifying criteria that were designed to ensure quality delivery of standards. So what are the criteria? Organization viability and sustainability, governance and probity, financial viability and efficiency, efficient property management, effective tenant management, project delivery.
So for us, the accreditation is the prerequisite, and then hopefully if we do our job properly in accreditation, the compliance becomes less of a headache, because then we would deal with good partners that we have accredited.
We have dedicated compliance officers per SHI. So they work with each SHI, they get to understand the business of the SHI, they get to know the staff, they get to they get into the SHI. So they understand the SHI, exactly what's happening on the ground.
Visit our website at www.shra.org.za for more information. If you have any questions, call us on 011 274 6200. Send us an email to regulations@shra.org.za or inbox us at shra_online on Twitter, or search Social Housing Regulatory Authority on Facebook.